drivers that we'll be seeing for the first time today. It's your senior Rotax Heat #1 grid. Ben Folland was very quick yesterday on Saturday. He lines up on pole position. Alongside him is the man that we've been waiting to see in the senior Rotax class. It's Lucas Ellingham, your X30 senior X30 champion for the last, I think, 4 years, and now has taken the championship in senior Rotax as well. Let's see how he does in this WM plate day. Charlie Webb and Jack Cooper line up on row number 2 with Jack Gillingham and Stefan Kaczmarczyk there on row number 3. Row 4 has Alex Moody and Leo Brown. There's Brandon Klein Nagelvort and Ben Ballou there on row number 5, rounding out the top 10. Behind them are Ethan Martin and George Donald on row number 6. Row 7 sees Sam Baker and Ross Tyler. Then it's Archie Buttle, Zaki Hussain, Louis Weaver and Samuel Cook there on row number 9. Row 10 and rounding out the top 20 are Jack Collins and William Pemble. William Pemble hopefully not going to spin it on the formation lap this time. Sorry for calling you out once again, William. Finley Hayes and James Tester line up on row number 11 with Harrison Morrow and Harry Blore on row number 12. And row 13 sees Stephanie Herbecker and Benjamin Southgate. Mac McFarquhar, the man, the myth, the legend, lines up there on 27th with Jack Wilch alongside. Then it's Joe Fox and Mararion Ubi who round out the top 30. And then finalising your 34 kart grid, another massive one here for senior Rotax. Aresa Pinder, Jake Riches, Paolo Nunes Aranda and Lorenzo Cordal.
I'm getting a little bit confused there, John, because I was thinking you were reading those names out and thinking we've seen these guys already. But of course we went live, didn't we, earlier on? And these guys were out for their final practice session. That's why I've seen them on the. I was
also a little bit confused as well. I was like, hold on a second, have I got this wrong? Yes, no, you are totally right. Of course, we saw them out for practice earlier on today. As I was mentioning, as you just quickly nipped out of the room. The man of Whilton Mill Kart Club, really, Lucas Ellingham, X30 senior champion for about 4 years, I think, in a row. Moves into senior Rotax for this year, and if I'm not mistaken, I will double check. He's won that as well. So yes, he has. Yeah, he's senior Rotax champion for 2023. Let's see what he can do in the WM plate. We're definitely going round again, though. That's not going to be a race start, and we do indeed see that chevron flag. In case you've never seen it before, first time watching owner karting, that green and yellow chevron flag denotes a false start, and the drivers have to go round again and try to do it a bit more cleanly next time around. But Lucas Ellingham, another fantastic season, this time in senior Rotax, is taking a championship once more at the Whilton Mill Kart Club. Only lining up in second place today. Oh my god, Lucas, what have you done? Only second place. Obviously, I'm joking. Let's see what you can do there from the front row.
Well, I think he needs a good look, have a good hard look at himself in the mirror, doesn't he? Really. There's a couple of people in the YouTube chats as well. So hello and thank you for everyone getting involved. There's a couple of people saying, how do you buy a kart? How do you sign up for teams and everything like that? Well, you can. The easiest thing is to get in contact with the teams, isn't it? To start with, send them a message, get their emails, a phone number, or something like that. They may sell you the karts. They may advise you rent one. You might borrow one or something like that, or you can go to an independent shop. We have one here at Whilton Mill, for instance, and you can buy a kart straight from the manufacturer and everything like that as well. So plenty of opportunity to get karting, but I'd advise you go to Club 100 or something like that first. Before we get into any of this, though, we are racing here for the senior Rotax Heat 1, and there's more contact, a big amount of contact, and they're heading straight into the tyre wall.
That's Lucas Ellingham as well.
It is indeed, and there's a little bit too much contact. Both drivers look absolutely fine. They're busting their gut to try and get back on, but I think our pole sitter, Ben Folland, is very happily in the race lead right now.
He is, yeah, he definitely is. He is already trying to pull away with this race win, and more contact in the background. That's a big spin. Something's come off of the car. I think that was a chain guard. The 144. Is that Harry Blore who's gone for a spin in the background? Yes, it is. He gets collected by someone else, and the Battenberg flag comes out already in this one. Once more, the race is neutralised, and that's probably for all those carts you can see in the background of the shot, trying to make it back onto the black stuff.
Yeah, a bit of a mess, wasn't it? We'll see who came across the Sector 2 line in a second. Charlie Webb, Lucas Ellingham didn't.
It was those two, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ben Ballou is only just. Ross Tyler has only just.
They're gone again, I think. I think we've already gone to green. Nope, sorry. It was just a bit quick off the last corner. Apologies, everyone.
Finley Hayes, Harry Blore, and Jack Riches. So, yeah, a lot of drivers you'd already called out there, but confirmation of those drivers who didn't make it through Sector 2, and we'll see if they're making it through Sector 3 now. But, of course, we are still under Battenberg.
Yeah, it was those two drivers, Charlie Webb and Lucas Ellingham, who became entangled heading into the initial left-hander. And once you become entangled like that, it's very difficult to get the kart to do anything that you want it to do. Off the track they went, and as you said in the previous races, once you touch that grass today, there is absolutely no chance you'll be making it back onto the black stuff. So both drivers spinning around into the barrier, all okay. And I think both have continued. Yes, they have. Both of those two have continued, Charlie Webb and Lucas Ellingham. So both all okay, but both now down near the back of the pack. Sadly, the other two that we saw go off, Harry Blore and Jake Richards, who spun down at the corner that we're currently looking at on your cameras, those two have not rejoined the race. I believe they've gone back into the pit lane.
Yeah, well, I mean, we actually saw one of them being pulled off, Harry Blore, in that camera shot. You can see him sat there, unfortunately. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go green from this one, or they might just hold it. Yeah, there we go. Like we are going green. So Ben followed, but look at the start from Alex Moody. Oh, he got a little bit too close.
Still so sliding.
Through the turn one, and Ben Folland gets a nice little gap. Brandon Klein and Nagelvoort is got a lot of people just behind him, interested in taking that third place away. And look at it, they're all going to be diving up the inside of Christmas corner, including the number 33 of Leo Brown, trying to get that place away from Jack Cooper. I don't think he managed to make it just yet as they go down towards the infield.
Yeah, it was a couple of late moves to the inside there, wasn't it? I think it was, he'd already committed, had the number 33, and there was no way he was going to back out. Luckily, the room was given. He goes for another move there down at Osiers. Down the inside once again goes Leo Brown on Jack Cooper. I think nicks away another spot there. The two leaders, though, are already scampering away. This is Jack Gillingham and third place, ahead now of Brandon Klein Nagelvoort. So a good restart for Jack Gillingham. Good to see him battling well in the Whilton Mill Kart Club. Someone who's very well known down at Rye House is Jack Gillingham, and has been getting more well known here at Whilton Mill Kart Club as he's rising up through the order and now battling the ladies and gentlemen at the front. But he is going to be overtaken once more, though, by Brandon Klein Nagelvoort up at Christmas corner. Yeah,
Brandon's having a flyer, isn't he, at the moment? Where did he start? All the way down
more contact around.
Is that a commentator's curse? I didn't actually see who it was, John.
Oh,
there's going to be a lot of people stuck in the middle of the circuit there. The yellow flags are out. Green flags are out, though. No Battenberg just yet. Sorry, John.
It was Ben Ballou who went for the initial spin. I'm not sure who else went off in avoidance there. Luckily, I don't think anyone collected, so hopefully all able to continue once they get it back on to the tarmac. We come to the end of another racing lap here at the Whilton Mill Kart Club WM plate, and it's still Ben Folland in the lead of this race. He's being chased down by Alex Moody in second place, and it's been a brilliant start to this race for Alex Moody, up from 7th on the grid. Do we have a problem, though? Or is that a back marker being overtaken? It potentially is. I'll try and keep an eye out on exactly who it was there, but it was a bit of loss of power for someone near the front of the field and potential chopping and changing there. I think it was Brandon Klein Nagelvoort who got overtaken up towards Christmas corner there. I believe Leo Brown is up to third place.
Is it the 37 that you called out before having the problem? Because you can just see his Kart on the very left-hand side of that shot, actually. Yeah, it was Ben Ballou.
Yes,
so
it was Ben Ballou.
Ben hasn't been able to get back going. His Kart is on the inside of the circuit. So, yeah, whoever made contact and had a little bit of a spin with him has managed to get back going. Ben is the only casualty from that one. Oh, there's a nice dive into the first corner. I thought that was a little bit ambitious. I looked away for half a second and the 31's gone through Sam Baker, and that is a hitting of the engine. I don't think a very happy Nagelvoort. And that's a shame because he was flying, wasn't he, at one point?
I did think up towards Christmas corner on the last lap, it was definitely a loss of power. That was definitely a loss of power that time for Brandon Klein Nagelvoort.
So hitting it like that's not going to help, though.
No, it's not going to help. It's not going to help. It's not going to wake it back up. But hopefully he can get that fix ready for heat number 2. And it looks like he's just going to try and soldier on in this one and see what he can get as... Oh, no, he's off the track. Off the track goes Brandon Klein Nagelvoort. Is he going to now pull over? He's going to rejoin the circuit, but will he now stop the kart? Yes, he will. Race looks to be over for Brandon Klein Nagelvoort. Maybe he'll be able to drag that round to the pit lane, but either way, he's not going to get any sort of meaningful position from this heat number 1, sadly for him.
It looked like he was just trying to see if it would start working again, didn't he? See if he can see the problem himself and fix it. I'm not sure you can do that on the track.
I think he was doing the IT crowd if you tried turning it off and on again.
Yeah, I'm not sure you're allowed to do that quite on the track, just to go across it, stop on it, and then see what happens. But
we'll leave that one to the stewards. Yeah.
I'm not a steward, so it would surprise me. I've just never seen it before. It's maybe what I'm thinking of more than anything. Ben Folland, pole position, got to the race lead, kept the race lead, and hasn't really looked back, has he? And that is something that is unusual so far today at the WM plate. Quite often we've seen the pole position drivers almost fall back a little bit and have to work quite hard to take the win back or to get into the top 3 or anything like that. Ben Folland has just been absolutely flying.
He has indeed. Sam Baker has just nicked his fastest lap, though, down in 4th place. So he's definitely chasing the leading pack, but has a good 3-second gap between himself and Ben Folland in the lead. So we'll see whether he can close down that sort of meaningful gap. 45 seconds on the clock then. Big defensive move, but not big enough. To the inside goes the 96 and takes away that position. The 13 is that trying to get back involved and rejoin the squabble. nearly taking some drivers with him. So yeah, that was Zaki Hussain just getting back involved with the battle, as William Pemble it was on the 96 who dived through up into 12th place. Battles galore still going on. There's a move to the inside from the 12 this time, and more drivers making contact, more drivers round, and the 66 of Cook is not happy with that one at all. Samuel Cook showing his frustration to his fellow competitor.
Yeah, I think I want to say George Donald was the 16. Was that the one, the driver who was involved? Let's have a look and see if they fall down the order.
Potentially the 66 of Samuel Cook, I think it was.
Yeah, it was 66. Sorry, not 16. You're absolutely right. Yeah,
and it was Benjamin Southgate, the 15, who was there with him.
Ah, okay, right. So yeah, a little bit of a coming together. It's 27 looks at the inside of the number 12. That's James Tester getting through on Jack Collins. I think William Pemble also has done that somewhere earlier in the lap as the yellow flags are flying towards the infield of the circuit. It's a good sort of a couple of moves there, and a really nice time for hit the yellow flag for the likes of William Pemble and James Tester, because it means Jack Collins couldn't really come back with an answer. There is Ben Folland on the final lap of the race. Hasn't put a foot wrong, hasn't put a tyre wrong. Just been absolutely sublime, hasn't he, as we look a little bit further back at the competitors who wish they were as quick as him in this race.
Yeah, we haven't really needed to talk about it, which I often say on commentary, if you don't speak about you at all, you're either having the best race or the worst race. And it's definitely the former for Ben Folland. What a brilliant race it has been for him. 1.5 seconds in the lead nearly as we headed on to the final lap. And the 81 is going to take the best performance he can from this opening heat of the day. Just behind him in second place, Alex Moody, a driver, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a driver for Cardiff University Motorsports in the BUKC, my old team. It's a big shout out to Alex Moody there in second place, taking a good result for this opening heat as well. But here is Ben Folland across the line to see the checkered flag first. He sets himself up for a great WM plate day here at the Whilton Mill Kart Club. Alex Moody and Leo Brown round out the top 3, with Sam Baker setting another fastest lap on that last lap, 44.510. But despite having that ultimate pace, couldn't quite close in at those positions ahead of him, has to settle for 4th. Jack Gillingham finishes in 5th, a good result for him, with Jack Cooper in behind, Archie Buttle, Louis Weaver, Ethan Martin and Ross Tyler round out the top 10. And Lucas Ellingham managed to get back to 16th place after that early lap incident. So impressive stuff from him. Of course, it's not going to be the way he wants to end it, but I think damage control, he's done that very well. Yeah, no, it's not ideal, but the champions are drivers who make the best of bad situations. The champions tend to be the drivers who have the best, worst days, if that makes sense, isn't it? So exactly, yeah, it's like consistency,
days,
isn't it?
Yeah, it's the consistency, it's scoring good points. Ultimately, though, this isn't the championship round, though, is it?
No.
He is a champion. He's very good at making the best of a bad situation. But it isn't the championship round. No, and there are only 3 opportunities today to get, well, really, there are only 2 opportunities to set up the grid for that all-important final. That's where it all matters. And one of those 2 opportunities is already almost gone with a 16th place there. Not a great result. Hopefully, he'll be hoping he can get a top 3 in the second heat of the day. That maybe puts him in the lower end of the top 10. I think he can do something from there. But yeah, damage limitation, he's done a good job, but still very much not ideal. The problem is as well, though, if he comes into the pits and he's obviously made contact with that tyre barrier and his nose cone is going broken.
I think luckily he went in backwards. Oh. I think luckily for him, because I remember him tensing up as he went in backwards while he was hitting
I do think that is a bit of a harsh way of doing the nose cone. The rule is, ladies and gentlemen, if the nose cone is dipped, if the little fixing is broken, that's it. Penalty instantly. No questions asked, isn't it?
Doesn't matter how it happens.
Doesn't matter how it's happened.
No.
So if you get punted into a wall and your nose cone gets dented, then you still get the penalty at the end of it. So it is a little bit of a harsh way of doing it. And I think we just saw the number 44 get a penalty. And where is the number 44? Ross Tyler. And so a couple of these drivers obviously having to potentially take it on the chin.